channel, because I don't know if you saw the pictures. I did. We had a man, one of our reporters, go and file a report. There were pictures, there were videos, they were very gory. And if you are in Port Harcourt, I honestly feel that a day of mourning, or maybe even 2 days of mourning, should have been announced. But but the point here is there's a general mood around River State, at least in my area, particularly for those of us who passed through that place a few days ago just to get to see. It's not particularly a good thing to talk about, but it's one that we must. Now, some of the people who our man spoke to had this to say.
As we reach here, for us to swap to this side, the next year, see two boys, they run. Off your light. All the motor, they begin off light. I look to open my left door, no way. I open here. As I jump down, where they run, wow. For me to cross, reach this fence, the next year, door here, boom, all this side. That net don't cover everywhere. People die now. Some people no way to escape now. Say every person they run 15 to 20 people.
No, we are just coming up. All of a sudden, you will notice fuel flowing. The whole place just engulfed with fire.
The fire is still burning, and we need the River State Fire Service to come to our rescue. Many properties have been damaged. Souls have been lost.
Souls were lost. Obviously, the state governor, went there, and he pledged support for those affected by the accident. All right, and he also said, well, this was avoidable.
I've already asked the security agency, to give us a full brief so that we can come into the situation fully by seeing how much we can support the families that are bereaved and how we can cushion the effect of the losses, which I believe is no fault of a good number of them.
No fault of a good number of them. So, like I started by telling you this morning, how can the emergency responses to disasters in this state be improved upon? This is April, ladies and gentlemen. In about 2 or 3 months, the rains are going to be coming in their full force. We've had in the past 4 years several communities that have had their flooding experiences. We kept talking, NEMA would do this, NEMA would do this, but now this was particularly painful because it was on a stretch of road that for years had been crying for repair. The road is actually undergoing some repair now, but who would have thought this would happen? Most people, one day tipper go fall, road go block, but no, this is worse. This is way worse. And once again, if you haven't seen the videos or pictures, I'm not asking you to go look for it. I'm telling you firsthand that they were not pleasant to the eyes. Leaves were used to cover corpses. Why? In 2024.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
So 017-923-0003, 017-923-0007, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. That's where you find us on WhatsApp and Telegram. Please don't call the last number I reeled out. When in doubt, I'll keep repeating the numbers for you so you can join us in our conversation this morning. All right, and then once again, please, when you call in, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. There is a call screener, so you probably may not hear my voice when you call in. All right, just drop your name and your location, and then you get patched through to us here in the studio, and we have hopefully a decent conversation as we continue to talk for development. All right, first message here on WhatsApp says, "Hi Jude, good morning. This disaster was avoidable. Broken down trucks remain unattended for days. Traffic builds. Heavy duty and light vehicle drivers drive on this road. Mindless of pedestrians, tricycle, that's keke operators, meander through traffic without a second thought. Construction workers are there doing their own. No fire service to quickly intervene. So sad." It's that comment. Yes, it's sad. So what can be done to improve that particular response? I'm talking about disaster responses. This is not just about fire, but sadly, in the past 3 years, this state has experienced so many fire outbreaks. Ibiso is speaking to us from Odili Road. Ibiso, good morning to you, please.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, what happened over the weekend? All of us are mourning of what happened. It's not a welcome development. And you ask the question, which measure will we use to prevent in case of things like this are happening?
Not just prevent, response. Not just preventing. Respond.
The response.
Yes.
I used to say that every LGA should have fire fighters. That's number one. Number two, now in this situation, the Air Force, sometimes we used to watch in all these documentaries where you see a jet fighter will go to the river and fetch water in case of car cannot penetrate that area to go and pour on that side that is fire. The government should look in that direction, and the local government chairman should have such station in their area before the one from the state capital will come to that place. At least they are doing something. And I want to ask this question, Jude. In Rauma is there. They don't have firefighters. NIPC is there. They don't have firefighters. It's so unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation where people lost their life. Just imagine what happened that night. 120 cars. We can't count the numbers of people that lost their life. Okay, that man that was talking to your station, this other door was so close to the next car. So you have to pass through this place and find the way out. And again, the government should have an emergency unit that in case of fire is happening, the medical unit will go with a mobile ambulance and you understand, to immediately
give some aid,
rescue some people and start treatment on them before taking them to a major hospital. I think some things like that will help the situation. Thank you.
All right, Ibiso, thank you very much. Very well spoken. What Ibiso said is actually possible. It happens. When there were wildfires in parts of California and even in parts of Europe, they would use helicopters, to get some hydrants or some water rather, or some foam to douse the flames. They'll go fly over those areas that were burning and then douse the flames. Maybe that could have been helpful in this area, as people claim that because of the traffic situation, because of the narrowing of the road, it was very difficult to even get anybody there to try and help. So yeah, so one idea we've gotten today. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Oh dear. A drop call scenario. WhatsApp 00903064116. Jude, it's another sad thing that's happened again in the state, and yet we are very slow in making preparations. How many fires need to come through before government at all levels start to sit up? Every day is not politics. Okay, all right. Okonkwo is on the line. Okonkwo, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, brother Jude.
Good morning, Okonkwo. We are about to go on a break, Okonkwo. Would you be able to finish in 30 seconds, or would you mind calling back, please?
Okay, I'll call back.
Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much. All right, so we have a break in just about 20 seconds. Good morning, Jude. I hope the governor, after seeing these things, will make up his mind to have fire trucks available for Rivers people. We cannot continue like this. Well, it's not just about fire trucks, accesses, all those things will come to bear. But more importantly, what say you on the matter?
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.
Day of April 2024. My name is Jude or Mamigbe, and I'd like for you to join us this morning on this very somber morning for a conversation about Port Harcourt. Now, if you're listening to us from outside the state, all right, maybe you have family or friends, maybe you just have an interest in what's going on in River State, I'd like to let you know that yes, whilst everybody's trying to, as it were, make the best of each day, it's not a very pleasant one for a lot of Rivers residents. Once again, another fire outbreak, but this time it's one that, apart from the fact that it could have been avoided, but it was such a tragic occurrence. People just minding their own business, and then boom. Like they say, that's all that she wrote. So some families right now don't even know where their friends or their loved ones could be, because if you haven't seen the video and or seen some pictures, some corpses were burnt beyond repair. Beyond recognition. I beg your pardon. All right, so identification is going to be a bit of a challenge. So a big shout out will have to go to the hospital, those who are in the pathology, the department, and all those kind of places who will be helping to piece together information about these individuals. So it's a heavy period here in Port Harcourt. All right, so we'll go to the phone lines once again and have you join us in our conversation.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
Well, Robin is speaking to us this morning. Robin, good morning to you. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Good morning, my brother Jude. Rest with the Lord. We are discussing now a way forward. This has been happening on that road. I want to suggest to the River State government, because governance is about the people. If you can recall, Jude, the former administration led by General Buhari refunded money to River State government in twos of billions. That is the money expended by the previous leaders to construct roads in River State here. And I think it's not the out of place, because most of the roads constructed, or overhead bridges constructed by the past administration of River State, were all time bound. How come this element road, East-West Road, this section, how come there's no time bound? Since the inception of the construction of East-West Road, as far back as 2010 or thereabouts, if my memory is serving me right, what is the impediment that is making it difficult for us to have 12 months, 1 year, 2 years to construct that road? Having said so, River State government should set up SEMA, State Emergency Management Agency, that can be able to be saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that those moribund fire stations we have in the state are put to date for use. People spend money, government spend money for the citizens. Not when an incident will happen, we always go there and say, chow. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now the race is about to be here, like I should mention. We have been told by agency that there will be flooding this year. No preparation. We are waiting till when that time comes. We need to run up and down, set committees, ad hoc committees. It doesn't make any sense. The River State government should take it as a challenge to support the federal government to ensure that that road is constructed timeously. Good morning, Robert Maja, the farmer.
Muriel is not quicker. Muriel, good morning to you. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Jude, the incident that happened, that place is my home. Honestly, that's Akpaju
area. Yeah.
I come there at least 3 times a week. Look, Jude, we cannot separate what happened from the construction going on there. It's as if the constructors are practically left the site, Jude. The minister of Bumai visited the place some months ago, and you see that the constructors now, and I don't know if they gave them money or if they maybe gave them what they were asking for, and automatically they started work, and the work was going on. All of a sudden, the work stopped. The work has stopped. You not see constructors on site, you not see workers on site. So I think this the money needs to come. the contractors, they need to talk about this thing. You cannot separate what happened with the construction going on. You see that there was a truck that was stuck there, and the other one, just move it on levy and then hit it on it. That's the problem. All of them are on the same. If the road was okay, you see that don't go the place, and the one will be alive the way they planned it. But it's not like that, dude. When I check it, it's not up to now. I'm still checking because by tomorrow I will be on that road. So this is so pathetic. The president needs to make statements. The money needs to come down and make statements. The contract needs to come back on site. Whatever it seems that is working there, they need to come back on site. Honestly. Thank you, Jay.
All right, thank you very much. That's another aspect of this particular scenario. Talking about the construction work on that road. The penultimate caller says, how long does it take to fix that stretch of road? For years and years and years and years. But once again, it's all about responses. What do you think will aid and improve emergency response in this state? That's where we're going to this morning. Facebook at Nigeriainfo PH. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us, and I'm getting there right now to read your messages. Okonkwo is speaking to us from Rumokuta. Okonkwo, good morning to you, please. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Brother Jude.
Good morning, please.
Happy New Monday from the Almighty God.
I wish you the same, please.
Brother Jude, why was it that this morning there was no state declaration of state mourning for these our brothers that were burnt down by fire and up to 100 vehicles destroyed? Does it show that we have regard or value for human life? 2, this road is where the tankers that carry petroleum products pass through. And I was expecting that by the order and the line of wisdom and reasoning, that a fire service station would have been set, a big fire service station would have been set in that place, knowing that the products they carry are highly inflammable. Unfortunately, this tragedy, unbearable tragedy, took place, and there was no intervention from any fire station. Does it mean that we don't sit down to think or how to make things better? Even as it has happened, Brother Jude, let me tell you, we will discuss of that, and everything will be thrown away. Because since 2020, people have been calling through this good platform, talking about that road. And some persons even called and said that road will not be walked until there is tragedy. And look at the tragedy. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The warnings did come. Clinton from Moscow Road. Good morning to you, Clinton. Welcome, please.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay. It's unfortunate that in this part of the world we are always reacting instead of being proactive. You cannot count the number of lives that have been lost on that route. Sometimes I wonder if it will take forever to fix that stretch of road that is not even up to Kano to Jigawa. I don't know what really is wrong with the government, whether it should blame it on the state or whatever. But again, we are talking of reactive measures like that of emergency. Jude, in town planner, you have classes of road, and each class of road has its shoulder. What do I mean by shoulder? The setback from the road to where properties should be built on.
Okay.
And one of your callers mentioned that the man moved their gate towards the road. Yes, I passed through that road, and before their truck will access their premises, they will cover half of the driveway. So that class of road, a major trunk A road, at least the minimum setback from every development should not be anything less than 15 meters. so that your truck, even if the queue will be 3 or 4, it won't affect the traffic. But the entire East-West Road, from the stretch of Tuba to the Element Junction to Odiogun Axis, you see houses less than 3 meters, 2 meters to the road shoulder. And then when these things happen, we say, it's not rocket science. If we don't look into these basic things, these things will keep happening. If that road shoulder was to be okay, probably people will see where it can react easily and avoid this whole disaster. But whereby the shoulder, just 2 or 3 meters away, there is 1 or 2 stories, so you can't even maybe look away to the clean. So the government really need to go back to the drawing board. Let's look, especially those roads that carry huge traffic. Let's maintain the standard so that if issues like this occur, people will have where to run away from.
Thank you very much.
It's unfortunate that we'll keep these things keep happening. Today, maybe in the next couple of months, another one will happen, and we'll just go there and shout, and then that is. But these are little things you can do.
Well, at least
from between Choba and Rumuzi, for instance, you will see buildings less than 2 meters to the East-West Road. For goodness' sake, this is a major road that carries all sorts of juggernauts, and people will build 2 meters, 3 meters to the shoulder. Who does that? Even if you go to Abuja, you see the express, you see the petrol station.
Yes,
you can drive.
Yeah, you're very correct.
Before you access politics.
Interestingly,
that is the standard.
Interestingly, Clinton, as you were speaking, I was running my mind through almost every major junction, right, that you just described, from Choba down to Messiland, down to Apara, down to Rumokoro and Eliozu. And you're very correct. In fact, close to Eliozu bridge, right, you can just turn off and you're inside somebody's estate.
All right. Even the NAF estate that we all praise, you see that gate. If you're driving to that Elios Road, if you're entering to the NAF estate through the Elios Road, you need to wait for the cars to enter the estate. It's not supposed to be so. The clearance should be completely off the Metro Express, for goodness sake. So the governor really needs to call. I don't know how we need to reject the physical planning of this state, especially towards our major roads. These things cannot be happening.
Good news is speaking to us from mile 3. I beg your pardon. Good news. Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Thank you. We are talking about in the last call, I was just talking about Abuja, for example. Calabar here. Calabar, not about Calabar. You will see from the road how many meters away from the road. How many meters to where planted flowers, very neat. And with that, there could be an escape route. Now, coming to talk about this matter, I think it's not the first time Nigerians like things happening and happening again. Unlike when it happened that if you're going towards Bayelsa, Mokobe, remember those days, fire used to burn, Mokobe tanker fell, more than 100 and something persons died, and it has happened regularly when Jonathan was on seat, and people started talking and shouting before the government did something. But in this one, I have not seen, except from the station now, who is trying to make noise about it. The publicity concerning federal government, about federal government, is very, very low. What are the House of Reps members from River State doing? What about the senators doing? All this one we are saying here.
Well, good news. Last year they did raise concerns. If you remember, even the previous NDC head minister talking about Godswill Akpabio about 2 years ago, actually did come down on the feasibility and fact finding mission. So he visited those places, and all of that was possible because these people.
Akpabio came to do River people. Sorry to use the word Yahoo. When he was the minister for NDC. The Molu Road, that was how he came until he left before other persons came and did it. Now he came to Abajo, the way he said, and left. What has happened since then, till now? We have, remember one time, some persons tried to make noise politically because of APC and PDP. But today, there's no APC and PDP, we have PDAPC. And most of them are members of PDAPC. The PDP in River State, APC in Nigeria, the national. Now, what ended that medium? And cry in the National Assembly. I met to see the person representing Eleme die. I met to see the Senator Barpigi speak concerning that word, shouting on it, disturbing the federal government, calling, just consulting their members so that by the time the governor speaks one, they speak their own. The federal government will have no choice. And as they are speaking, they make on the leg to see the Minister of Transportation, see the Minister of Internal Affairs, see the Minister of Labour.
Okay.
Ask them questions.
All right. Good news is that you ask them questions. Zion is in GRA. Zion, good morning to you, please.
Mr. Jude, good morning.
Good morning to you, please.
That was why I forged respected legal luminary that was given the office to be as on special duty to the governor. When he declined, I was disappointed. In this part of the world, we talk too much. We don't read. We don't think. We lack imagination. That is why in words of the words of Peter Butter, say these people, give them drinks, they will party. Give them women, they will pregnate them. That is what we are good in his words. But yet we are not challenged. That these particular people have challenged our integrity. That office is the one that specializes special duties to provide what? Opportunities like fire service employments and the rest. Emergency employments and the rest. As that road is going on, construction is going on, he's supposed to mobilize all these rivers youths. One and go there, go control traffic. At the end of the day, 3,000 or 5,000 more and go out. Is that not a lucrative job? Now look at it now. You like it or not, the blood of those people is upon River State. I want to ask, as Mr. President sent a message to River State. Mr. President,
strong words, Zion.
Sent a message to us.
Very strong words.
It was in 2019. The world should listen to this. I went into politics deliberately. And some lessons I received from clean and kind minds took me to studies a lot. Mr. Jude, I want to be honest to you. That is an avoidable error. I want to ask, all the trailer drivers carrying tip, whatever, do they have any document that clear them as a professional driver to drive trailer or tipper?
Let's leave all that. That's another conversation that has to be had. But we're talking about the responses. Blessing is the outlook. Blessing, I'll get you in a few short seconds. But Zion, what do you think we should now start to do to make response better in Riverside? We can't continue like this.
There is traffic. Based on whatever like the construction is going on, the state government should deploy people there. Go and stay there for traffic number one. Go and make sure that there is no hold up there. And get an ambulance or offer fire service there. You are not wasting money. Look at the life you have lost. Can you compare with the money you are about to spend now? Now, when there is an issue going on, like all these market areas now, go and position ambulance in case somebody collapses there. Take the person to the hospital and activate a swift response number. River State have 112 emergency number. Before I leave the floor, I call on Governor Fubara. Activate that lane. 112 is River's emergency so that we can call a swift response.
All right.
This is Zion.
A blessing. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother Jude.
Thank you for your patience, please.
Yeah, my brother, one thing personally, if you say the truth, it's better. But if you say you are refusing to say the truth, it's unfortunately that and it's happening for the explosion of the fire pertaining to that particular Indorama company. I think when
it wasn't that Indorama, please. It wasn't Indorama, please.
Now it's a minister of FCT. When he came on board as a governor, he went to all the committee for all those companies that are existing there that he wanted to work the road to contribute, and they contributed money. My brother, where's the money now? Has the road been constructed? The answer is no. There's a lot of factors that are connected to this the Saturday accident that happened on Friday, Because during that time, many people said that the governor of Rivers again he will not walk the road, and it still come to the pass. He didn't walk the road, and they check what is happening there. In that particular accident, being the road safety and the police extorting money from motor, causing many gridlock in that particular area.
Okay.
A lot of factors that's connected to that, especially many. Are you getting me? No, we should try to not legalize illegality, because go to River State, now go to some certain area when there is where there is a highway, people close to the highway and sell their market, which is condemnable. Go to Rumokoro area, you are going to Rupoku side, you will see, for you to pay, if you are using your leg as a pedestrian, the marketers, they will say you should not throw their goods and you will be dodging motor. Which one are we running for? So I'm appealing to federal government to do the needful, to fix that road and to send people out of where they are selling market along the road. That's my own concern. Thank you very much. I'm blessed for my Lord.
Thank you. Which one are we running from? Blessed is asking. Jude, please don't amuse me this morning. Did I hear you say pathologist will have to come in there to assist identification of those bodies beyond burned beyond recognition? Oh, come off it already. Does the Nigerian government have a codex database? How thriving and successful is forensic medicine in Nigeria? It's a pathetic situation, though. Arcelia, yeah. I get you. I hear you loud and clear. But I do know that, when they take some of those bodies, if you listen to the report, some people were taken to the hospital, right? And obviously, for those that were burnt and sadly they had to use leaves to cover, they have to be taken to a morgue. Some form of either cleaning or something might be done. And who knows, maybe an ID card might be salvaged. I don't know. But I do know, ideally, that's what's meant to happen. Right? But Celia, I hear you loud and clear. I hear you. Once again, the shortcomings of the medical sector inadvertently has been, brought to the table this morning. In the matter of the trailer, they should move by 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning to avert this kind of tragedy. But my good friend, that's what happened on Friday. Moving at night. And this tragedy still happened at night. Hello, Port Harcourt, 92.3. Good morning, please.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning, please.
My name is Davidson. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome, David. Davidson. Apologies, please. Welcome, Davidson.
It's all right. It's okay. Yeah. I want to join the conversation and make my own input.
Yes, please.
I must tell you that I'm really saddened by what happened over the weekend. Now you're asking a question, what is the way forward? Jude, until we begin to take sincerity of purpose serious in this country, I'm sorry to say that things like this will continue to happen. See, let me start with the ordinary people. If you are on the road and you see how people drive, you begin to wonder, you begin to ask questions if we are normal. You begin to ask questions like, are we normal? Is something wrong with our brain? And then, on the part of government, to say that government has failed, like an old talk. The only thing you see when you see our government make their impact here is on issues that concerns politics. That is where you see them. They all come out and speak Queen's English and then dance around and do all the dressings and sweet talks on top of. Why are we living life like this in this country? We live life in this country as if we don't know what life should be. I kind of, in some developed countries, there are resting points. If you're going on a long journey, there are things like resting points where you drive and then you park.
Yes.
Have you ever seen such here in this country?
Well, we have rest points, but they may not be as comfortable. I know if you're going to Lagos from Port Harcourt, you can stop at Ore, you can stop at Ugeli, you can stop at Benin. There are spots where you can stop, park your car, ease yourself, and all of that. But yeah, I understand.
That is a place that you have chosen for yourself. Is it government has established?
I see now.
I'll give you an example. I'm calling you from somewhere in the street. I'll give you an example. Look at all these many bus stops that they built. Go to the ones in this area, have been occupied by mass people. It is government that built these things. It is the responsibility of government to make sure that these things are working. What are we even saying in this country, for heaven's sake? What are we even saying in this country, for heaven's sake? Well, we don't come. I think what most everybody is dead. And then when it comes, without due respect to the people that lost their lives, I don't mean to talk down on them. But that's the reality. Because nothing works in this country. Nothing works. Now, when we don't begin the cry for fire service people. Nothing today. There were fire incidents during Christmas somewhere in that's my area, and Plaza there. Has anything been done? Nothing. Just my brother, leave this country. Don't forget about this country. Just forget about this country.
No, we will not forget about break coming up right now. And when I come back, we'll get to wrap up by reading your messages.